The filament on the external spool holder can now be managed and configured through the settings in the Filament tab on the X1 screen. Tap the external spool icon in the Filament menu, then set the filament brand and type. Select the color and tap Confirm. Next, tap Load to heat up the nozzle and load the filament into the extruder. Once the nozzle heats up to 250 degrees Celsius, if you have an AMS, disconnect the PTFE tube connector from the back of the machine, then manually feed the filament into the tool head until the filament reaches the extruder gear. You know when the filament sensor is triggered when the tool head on the screen changes to the filament color that was set. When the filament sensor detects the filament, the extruder will engage and push the filament through. The extruder will then start to purge the filament. The filament will purge until any old filament that was left in the nozzle is pushed out. Should this not be the case, chances are the filament wasn't pushed all the way to the gears when inserted, in which case, tap on Retry on the screen while pushing the filament from the back. To unload the filament on the spool holder, simply tap Unload and wait for the nozzle to heat up to 250 degrees Celsius. The machine will perform the filament cut procedure and then retract the filament, at which point you will be asked to pull the rest of the filament manually all the way out from the PTFE tube at the back. Make sure to reconnect the PTFE tube at the back if you want to use the AMS again. The hot end will automatically cool down after 2 minutes if no action is taken. Alternatively, you could also use Bambu Studio's Device tab to perform all the same tasks, like setting the filament properties and executing the loading and unloading function. This works for both the X1C and P1P.